What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hey friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Because they usually go all out for maintenance.
I loved it. And stop and be like, this is amazing.
I just think this is awesome for the both of them.
Hey, what's crackin' everybody? WWE Hall of Famer The Godfather, and I want you to watch the #1, that's right, the #1 podcast, Chutes and Ladders. See you there. Peace.
Here are your hosts, Jason and Desiree.
Chutes and Ladders, Forbidden Door recap. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
We're breaking down Forbidden Door. Did the dream matches deliver? Were there any surprises? Who stole the show? Des, what are your initial thoughts?
You know what? I think we should be pretty damn pleased with how everything ended. Great matches as normal, so yeah, let's get into it.
Sounds good. All right, let's start off with Young Bucks against Mystico, Mascara Dorada, Shingo, and Titan. So this was an interesting match. We know how you feel about the Young Bucks, but how did this deliver on a scale of a grade?
Yeah, what a mouthful of those tag teams. You know what? It's fast-paced. It was a good way to start the pay-per-view. I would say that. Lots of energy. Young Bucks, I feel like they thrive in these kind of matches. Everything is like super quick, lots of movement, very fluid. I feel like all of them worked very well together. And, Young Bucks, they pulled out a win. So, shocker. It was very predictable in my eyes with it, though. But lots of energy. So I'll give it like a B.
Yeah, I'm going B as well. I mean, again, it kind of went chalk, kind of like what we thought. I think they're going to have Young Bucks roll for a little bit. So, yeah, a B is a good grade.
Yeah.
All right, now let's roll into Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. This drew a lot of buzz. What grade are you giving this match?
I mean, him and Zack wrestled, the first time maybe 10 years ago, 8-9 years ago, so they do have a history together. So it's good to see that match up there. So I expect nothing but the best from Mr. Omega. So, and I'm glad he pulled out the win. So I will give it like a B+, just because of the other matches were a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm going to B+ as well. Listen, I think Kenny Omega is by far one of the best wrestlers they have in AEW. You could argue overall, just in wrestling overall, anytime he gets in a feud with someone, he basically elevates the match and the other competitor. So, yeah, I don't think I've seen a bad match from Kenny Omega in a long time or ever. So, hats off. B+ is a good grade.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about the match that we kind of intrigued us at first, but Mox versus Bandito. This was definitely a Mox type match. Des, what's your thoughts on this?
Very red. I would love to see them have a match with Mox that doesn't include any kind of blood or any kind of color. That would be the strangest thing in the world to me. But you know what? It wasn't terrible. And that's just because I favor Mox. That's why. It was decent. Wasn't terrible. Bandito is still a face, and I feel like it elevated him a little bit more and made him more of a face, if that makes any more sense. But yeah, you know what? Our guy won, or at least my guy won. So I will give it, I'll give it a B for blood.
I was going to say B for blood, too. I can't remember the last time there was a match where Mox didn't have a red match. That's kind of his specialty. We knew that was going to happen. It was solid. I mean, it would have been kind of cool for him to put someone else over, but again, the fact that Mox won doesn't surprise me. They definitely love him. That's fine. I mean, to have him go over, but yeah, I'd say B is a good grade for this match as well.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to Shota Umino versus Pac. I think this over-delivered in my humble opinion. What's your thought and grade on this?
Man, Pac went in hard. He beat the hell out of him. That's all I could really say. I was like, damn, he's like super aggressive at taking full control. I really liked it. This was like a dark horse match. It wasn't something that I was like, but, some of the spots were pretty damn good. So, yeah, I mean, it was better than my expectations. So I will give it like an A-.
Yeah, 100% A-. We kind of talked about the crossover of, New Japan and AEW, and, something like this is definitely a really cool concept. I loved it. I thought it was really strong. This definitely got the crowd really into it, and kind of what you said, I definitely think you said it best. A dark horse is the best way to describe this as far as one of the better matches of the night, so I'm going to give it an A- as well. All right, now let's talk about Tekla versus Starlight Kid. This was kind of what we expected, but what's your thoughts and grade on this?
I feel like Tekla kind of met her match too, because Tekla comes in very cocky and just super aggressive and the heel that she should be. But here comes the kid. Wasn't the Stardom president Okada? I think it was in the audience, and she was like teasing him. And then when she rips off her mask and then spits in it, and then goes and like tries to beat up the Stardom president too. I don't know. She's just out of control. So I wasn't expecting that, but overall, match was fairly decent. So I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, I'll give it a B. I thought this was kind of chalk, not in a bad way. I mean, it kind of went as expected. This was a pretty fun match, but didn't overly impress me. But again, it kind of delivered the way it should have been. All right, now let's talk about Cope and Cage against the War Dogs. This kind of went the opposite of what I thought. Des, how about you?
Exactly, because we were like, okay, their fun reign is over, and let's move on. No, they took complete control, and then what happens? The lights shut off, and Cage gets knocked out. The ref is out, and while everyone's passed out, to the ramp, they show the Bang Bang Gang, and then that only means one other thing, that someone else is missing, and then you hear the whoosh. That's not the sound effect, but you know what I'm saying. And there is Jay just standing in the ring, and it was just the coolest thing. So glad to have him back. And that's what we even predicted. We even threw out his name in that. So, yeah. But so that was exciting. So I will give, just because of that surprise and with Cope and Cage retaining, I'll give it an A just for it being fun.
Yeah, I would say, listen, it definitely exceeded our expectations. We know that this reign isn't going to last forever, but
No.
let's enjoy it while we can, right? So, yeah, you know what? I'll give this an A because I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Mercedes Moné versus Maya World. There was a lot of attention going into this match. Did Mercedes deliver? What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, she's growing on me. And I thought she did a really good job knowing that there was some wardrobe malfunctions, a couple of them, and so it kind of slowed down a little bit, but Mercedes, did what she had to do, and I think she sold a lot for her too. And there were people saying that this was like the best women's match of AEW. I disagree. It wasn't, it was good, but it wasn't our number one, because I feel like there are others that would match to that. But not to just discredit them, but it was good, and we even said Mercedes was going to win. So I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, listen, it was solid. You could argue it was Mercedes' best women's match. So, yeah, so maybe we can kind of go with that. B+ is a solid grade. Listen, she definitely brought it, so I think that's a good grade.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Team Briscoe versus MJF. I'm proudly saying I called it. I had a feeling what went down went down. Says, did you have fun watching this match?
Yes, and what I thought was so much fun was they did a round steel cage. How fun is that? It's like a circus. And there was just so much room for activities, and they took full advantage of the square footage. It was an absolute, I will say it, and just one spot after another. The good guys, I'm going to call them the good guys, our faces, came in with backpacks. And we're like, what are they carrying? And all of them had some fun weapons, like some thumbtacks. And, Even one of them had, what's his name? Leo Rush in there. And then I forgot who he bit. And then Andrade turns on MJF, rips off his shirt. We already know what it said. It was just, some fun stuff. I enjoy these kind of crazy feral matches. And then luckily what this means is Mark Briscoe is going to get a title shot against MJF, and he gets it at Dynamite. So that's exciting. So I liked it. It's entertaining. I love all these men. I love that they sacrifice their body for us. So I will give it an A.
Yeah, 100% A. This was a lot of fun. I called it. They've done this conceptually in many different promotions where the champion will get pinned by the other guy because it'll automatically set up a storyline. I think they did it right. I think this was a smart call on AEW's creative part. And yeah, definitely A. Definitely one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about, we called it basically a preseason match of the year. I think it definitely delivered because you have the two best guys in AEW. Des, what are your thoughts on Will Ospreay versus Swerve?
I got chills. This is a matchup that I absolutely love. I love Swerve. I love Will. Put these two together, you're going to get magic. And that's exactly what we got from start to finish. Their entrances, we're talking about Will coming out like Bane bruv. And it was just so cool. And let me tell you, Swerve, oh my God, he was insane with his counters, and he beat the hell out of Will to the point where I was like, I don't think Will is going to get it. And then, of course, the Death Riders come out, and which I'm still getting used to with Will, being that. But you know what? He's cool. He can get away with it. And he just gets this rabid craziness over him and hits Swerve with like 5 back-to-back finishers with, he hit him with a couple of hidden blades, the Death Rider and the Tiger Driver. Just pure magic, and then he wins, and we just know he's about to be world champion. I'm so excited. It's an A+. This made the night, the whole pay-per-view. 100%
match of the year. It'll definitely be nominated. We're already calling that right now. This is definitely something we're going to talk about for quite some time. Anytime these two guys get in the ring, it's always a classic. Last night spoke volumes, and yes, it is time to elevate Will Ospreay, give him that title. I think, obviously, he's earned it. And I think it's a slow build, but it's going to be worth it in the end. He's our favorite guy, I think, collectively. You could, not just in AEW, just overall in wrestling. And, oh, man, I'm just going to echo everything you said, and I'm glowing, and I'm smiling from ear to ear.
What a story they are telling for him. I love it.
I know. So good. Coming off the injury and everything. This is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, since you're in a good mood, we'll have a fun game of Fast Count. You ready?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to give you a softball match of the night.
Okay. Young Bucks. No, I'm kidding. Of course, Swerve and Will.
Love it. All right, MVP of Forbidden Door.
Will Ospreay.
No doubt. Biggest surprise.
I'm gonna say Jay's return.
Okay, love it. Biggest disappointment.
The timing. It was very long.
Amen. That definitely that lit the crowd on fire, rightfully so. I mean, yeah, we got to figure that out.
I hope you served them energy drinks and coffee.
Respect. Biggest crowd reaction tonight.
Will Ospreay winning.
No doubt. Which wrestler left the show with the most momentum?
Are we gonna have to say it again? We're gonna say Will. It was Will's night. We all know it.
Yeah, 100%. Will's night, match of the night, MVP. I mean, you name it. It's time to elevate him, and we are all about it. Now, that being said, give us your final thoughts and final grade. How would you grade this pay-per-view?
I'll give it an A.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an A too. And listen, we've kind of said this before, that AEW does put on great pay-per-views. This is what they do right. They just need to change the timing, and they need to stop charging.
Yeah, that would be really great if we could at least get like every other pay-per-view on, some kind of something streaming that we already have, that would be appreciated.
All right, and that actually wraps up this episode. What are your thoughts? Give us your grades for Forbidden Door. Please shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders.
And remember to like, share, and follow on YouTube and Spotify at the Shoots and Ladders.
Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Jason.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This was another episode of the Shoots and Ladders podcast.